That really goes back to what you were talking about with omnibenevolence, the love of
Yes.
God. And let's talk about that a little bit more, because when you talk about love, I know our Calvinistic brothers believe and teach that God is love. For us, though, on the other side of this particular debate, it just seems like, I think, like David Hunt's book, I believe it's called "What Love Is This,"
Oh,
and
yeah, it's excellent book.
it's really just asking that question: can you really call what God has towards the mass of humanity, can you call that love under the Calvinistic system when he doesn't die for them? He doesn't self-sacrificially love them. And if it's
Yeah.
not self-sacrificial, can you call it love based upon how 1 Corinthians 13 defines what love is? It's kind. It's not self-seeking. It gives of oneself for the welfare or the benefit of another. And so you have some guys like John MacArthur and other Calvinists who are more moderate in their Calvinism, who try to maintain that God does have an omnibenevolence, a love for all of humanity. But is that consistent within the Calvinistic worldview?
Well, it seems to me to be very difficult, obviously, because I don't think that anyone would think that condemning someone to hell is a very loving thing. I wouldn't want my worst enemy, if I understand anything about the doctrine of hell, and I'm sure that it's only a glimpse of the incredible tragedy of being separated forever, eternally from the presence of God and any good. Descriptors such as that worm that never ceases to turn just draws the
Mm.
imagination to the desire to die, and you can't die. So how would I describe that as a loving action of God? In fact, the word "so" in John 3:16 is such a critical word that many people read over it. God so loved the world. It literally means in such a manner that God's love was so huge, his incomprehensible, his loving kindness throughout the Old Testament, that he's saying that God's love was so great that he made provision for sinful man even while they were still in their rebellion.